Today I wanna do another tier list, the most non-generic content anyone's ever produced, super original tier list of all the Studio Ghibli movies. I'm going to just jump right in and I'm just gonna give it a little go. So as far as I know, for Studio Ghibli, there's not like a lot of movies. They've got like maybe like you pronounced Totoro wrong when I came in. Tell me how to live. I'll say it how I want to say it. To My Neighbor Totoro. There's only like 20 something Studio Ghibli movies. Hey, I see a tier list. You've got your haven't seen, obviously. You've got D, which is pretty disgusting. You got C, which is shmeh. B, which is like, I'd probably watch it again. A, I definitely watch it again. And S, meaning like, this is like who I am. This is part of like my personality. Nausicaa. I don't know did I say that one right? I haven't seen it in a long time, but I do remember it being pretty darn good. So if A was to be, I would rewatch. I would say Nausicaa would go in A. Castle in the Sky. The thing about Studio Ghibli movies is they all kind of fall into that trope with characters, right? Where it's either like this girl that's kind of like out of her element and she's like, oh my God, what's going on? Blah, 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 help. And then this guy comes out of nowhere and he's like, whoa, I'm quirky. I'll show you what to do. Here's how to navigate the world. The second trope is like the chick is badass and she fends for herself at all costs and she does what she has to do. And then another guy comes along that's also kind of badass, but he shows her how to be compassionate, how to be, how to love. You don't need to compete for love if you can pay for it. That's a fact of life, kids. But Castle in the Sky, I'd say Castle in the Sky is an extremely fun Studio Ghibli movie with an interesting start that lures you in really quick to just wonder, like, what's going on with this girl? Why is she falling from the sky? Where is she going? Why is she falling into this terrible, terrible town with terrible buildings? And what is the purpose of any of this? And for that reason, I will put it at S. Grave of the Fireflies, I'm gonna put it at B just because I don't feel like I could rate it really fairly either way. My Neighbor Totoro, Tootsie Roll, whatever, however you want to say it, super overrated. I don't think it's that great. The older sister is chill, and I think the dynamic is real between the older sister and the little sister, but the little sister, I just want to like strangle throughout 90% of the movie. I'm going to put it in B. Kiki's Delivery Service. I wanted to love this movie and kind of slow paced, which is honestly like my style, but I hated the love interest and did not really have much of a personality aside from saying he wants to fly. It was really just like a bad version of like Whisper of the Heart. I'm gonna also put in B. Whisper of the Heart. It's gotta be one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. The emotional draw of like this girl really trying to like find her purpose and kind of tormenting herself over it. Really indicative of what it's like to be an artist. Relationship with this guy that is not immediate is very interesting also and not forced. So for that, I would give this S tier. Princess Mononoke. I think it's super surprising and a departure from a lot of the normal movies Studio Ghibli produces. Unexpectedly gruesome. Definitely S tier. Turn it away. This has got to be the bulldozer of all Studio Ghibli films. Everything about it is it's just an awesome ride. This crazy world. A lot like Howl's Moving Castle is. It doesn't waste time explaining everything. So I'm not even going to waste time and act like I'm not going to put an S. It's going to S. The Cat Returns. This one I did not expect to like as much as I did, but I loved The Cat Returns. It was really, really funny. I have only great things to say about The Cat Returns. I don't think I really disliked any of it. I give it S. Howl's Moving Castle. Howl is charismatic, sexy, and struggling. And that's just a recipe for sex. Can't remember the girl's name right now. The main protagonist. I feel like her affection or fondness for Howl kind of came on too fast in the story. Like they could have progressed it a little more with like scenes with them together. But it was just kind of sudden. And I wasn't super huge on that. That'd be my only critique, but even so, still S. Okay, this is a lesser known one from Up on Poppy Hill, and I also think this was directed by Goro Miyazaki, not Hayao Miyazaki. Super, super good. There's nothing like intense or weird going on. It's got a lot of family roots that it really immerses you super fast. S tier for me. When Marnie Was There, I think this is also one that's a little lesser known, but I wish it was more known because this story is so good. Bursting out the seams with emotion. By the end of it, my face was like melting off. So Marnie Was There, S tier for me. But I feel like I nailed kind of the most important or more recognizable ones. If you guys have any different opinions, let me know. Yeah, I think this is a fair list. Not the best, not the worst. Why aren't you subscribed? Thanks. Yayo.